What's up, gang? This is the GoodBerean. Welcome back. I tried to snipe the end of the ad break there, so hopefully that doesn't bleed over into any ad watchers here. But if so, you're just missing the intro. Welcome back. It has been a couple of days. We didn't stream on Friday, and so it's been about 5 days since I streamed last. So let's see if I remember anything about blueprints. Well, let's start by just jumping in, and we'll see if I can kind of recap as we go. So we're playing blueprints. This is, I think, the 4th stream of us doing blueprints. Helpful reminder, the prince is blue. Welcome in, Archidemic. How are you doing today? Good to see you. I don't actually know if that's true. It's funny you say that, because so far we've actually encountered a red prince, but the game has yet to drop any blueprints lore. So I'm not sure how that's all going to pan out. How are you doing? Great. How are you? How are you liking blueprints? I'm loving blueprints. I am really enjoying, and I'm just now realizing this mountain is the same shape as the loading symbol that you probably don't ever see because it's covered up by my avatar, but I see it all the time. There is an actual red prince. It's true. So let's do a bit of a recap. So first, we are in Holly Manor. No, Mount Holly Manor. I think Mount Holly Manor is what it is. And it's a place where the rooms change every single day. And it's basically, you have to select which rooms you go to, and the goal is to get to the end where presumably the 46th where room 46 is, but there's also outside of the building, and the reason I'm going outside right now is because there's actually special secret rooms that we've unlocked already. So this room is a room that we got that we can just open up right now, and what can we do with it? Tool shed, hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. That might be not a bad investment, because there's been a couple of rooms that we've not been able to get because of the gem price. And the shrine, we did a shrine last time, and that did seem to, or a couple of times ago, and it did give us a good benefit. I don't want to just go hovel just so we can kind of spice it up, just so we can see what options we have here. But yeah, we're trying to get to room 46. But while we do that, my personal goal is to get to basically every single time we play, I'm trying to either learn something new or make some sort of permanent change or permanent upgrade so as to improve the next run. So those are my goals right now. And it looks like we've got a couple of things to read. So let's read. 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks. Okay. Starting rooms, 4, 5. Ooh, what is that? Did this play this for a few hours and really liked how some of the puzzles played out. Solving stuff makes me feel like a genius. Yeah, I really love the puzzles in this game. They're very, like, they're like obtuse, but in a good way. They're kind of just like, you get these like weird vague clues scattered around the different rooms, and you kind of have to like synthesize knowledge across rooms, and they kind of play out almost more like riddles than like puzzles, in at least kind of like what a lot of puzzle games end up being. All right, so we've got some important numbers here. I'm gonna write that down in a second. Where is room 46? Question marks. 2 starting rooms. What do you mean 2 starting rooms? There's only 1 starting room. Unless 7590 tested my full house theory. No luck as expected. Okay, we've got some stuff to jot down. So let's pull up ye old notepad and make some notes. Boy, this is a lot more full than I remember. All right. Well, I don't even know where to begin. Important number 45292. Perfect. It almost feels like an escape room vibes rather than, hey man, just move the block kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I have said that on past streams where it feels like a big escape room. Like it's sort of this, you know, this sort of escape room meets point and click adventure type of thing, and it's reminding me of all my favorite puzzle games, which is a good thing. So I'm really enjoying the puzzle so far, and there's certainly stuff that I have yet to solve or yet to figure it out. We still haven't figured out the safe key. I've been like thinking about that like all weekend, being like, how does this? What's the safe code? I have no idea. Maybe it's 45292. All right, so important number is 45292. Full house theory? Question mark? No, I need more information on that, because otherwise I'm going to read that next time and be like, why did I write full house theory question mark? Someone tested full house theory. Didn't work. Oh my goodness. Where's my as expected? I'm blindly just shooting for the parentheses, and they're not coming to me. Okay, so full house theory didn't work as expected. Okay. Okay, I think that's about that. I think it's the only information that we didn't already know here. So I think let's see what else we got. The compass. Okay. All right. Drawing floor plans that move north more frequently. That's nice. Is this ooh. This is one of those things. I wonder. Wait. Okay. So do we have 3 now? I think we have 3 torches lit. All right. Sick. All right. So we only need 1 more, and then a thing happens, presumably. What else can we do in here? You found those things too? You never figured out what they did? Yeah. You mean like the gas lighter things? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm assuming something happens. Like in my Zelda brain, I'm like, oh, we light all 4 torches and then a chest appears in the center, but I'm sure it's not going to be that. I'm sure some other thing is going to happen that's a little bit more blueprints. Yes, exactly. You never found either the last one or the last 2. Yeah, the gas and torches thing. Zelda instincts tell me it's a chest. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, chest? Where's my chest? And it's gonna just go like, one. All right, what do we got? Notice of termination. Oh, someone got fired. Dear Mr. Ravane. Wait a second. That seems familiar. I wonder if that's that guy that they think stole mail. Literally typing Zelda as you started saying it. Oh, that's so funny, dude. Speaking of Zelda, how's your playthrough going? I think I know that last time I caught you were doing Majora's Mask, and that you'd finished that up. Have you moved on to or you were gonna do like another game before Wind Waker, right? All right, dear Mr. Ravane. Your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. Yo, brutal. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based on repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms, in particular, have deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. Interesting. So the green rooms do seem a little dilapidated. It's true. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, house manager. gonna play through Mina the Hollower. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it comes out Thursday, but then after that it's back to Wind Waker. Cool. Which I'm honestly super excited about. I vaguely yet fondly remember Wind Waker from my childhood. Yeah, same. Wind Waker was actually my very first Zelda game. It was actually one of the first video games I ever played. Not the first, but like kind of in the ballpark of like super duper early, just got into it. It's funny because speaking of like puzzles, like torch puzzles, I remember getting stumped by the very first torch puzzle in the very first dungeon for like half an hour because like it was my first Zelda, so I didn't have that Zelda brain yet. I didn't have that puzzle game brain that was like, oh, light the torches and then a thing happens. Forehead. It just, it took me ages to lock that in. I never finished it. I'm a disgraceful Zelda fan. Hey, well, you're getting to it now, and that's what matters. I haven't played Skyward Sword. That's on my list to do because I've seen Skyward Sword played. I know kind of the story and everything, but I've never played it for myself. So that's on my list. Remember loving the game and for some reason stopping. I may have gotten stuck. LOL. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things in it that I needed a strategy guide when I was a kid. I would not have made it through without a strategy guide because there are some really obtuse progression things. Especially like in late game, there's just stuff that like if you don't have like a mind for like exploring and for like talking to every NPC and kind of like synthesizing information, like you're not gonna make it through. Is there anything worth talking about? I think the only thing I'll note here, doesn't seem like there's a lot of useful information, but I will note that Mr. Ravain, groundskeeper, was fired due to shoddy upkeep. Sure. Shooty upkeep. Shoddy. 2Ds. Cool. Me taking notes would just be that Babbage is a funny name. That's good. It was explicitly mentioned in game that keeping like some scratch paper on the side would be a good idea to take notes. We tried scratch paper for first stream, and I quickly realized this was not going to work long term. So far, I think this is a much better system long term because it lets me kind of see everything in one place. It lets me edit stuff. What I want to find out, there was someone who stole mail. Who stole mail? Danny Ravain stole Baron's mail. Yeah. So when I found the mail room, there was some note about like Mr. Ravain being accused of stealing the Baron's mail, but that was unsubstantiated. So this is the guy who was fired. He was the groundskeeper. He got fired. He took up the mail situation, and then he debatably stole the Baron's mail before he left. Said shoddy upkeep, and I immediately thought you said shoddy upkeep. What's up, Rem? How are you doing? What's going on? How are those how's that exam prep coming? All right, we got some good notes here. I think we've learned everything in this room that we need to learn. So I'm going to make the notepad go away because that was a problem last stream where I left the notes up and then I kept playing and then I was like, oh wait, the notes are still up. Chat is getting blocked by everything. You're not ready for your exam, so you're pulling an all-nighter. Oh no. You're not staying long. Got to keep studying. Yeah, I respect it. Yep. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, no, I totally understand that. I hope you're able to get at least some sleep because that's, at a certain point, at the risk of unsolicited advice, at a certain point, cramming at the expense of sleep is actually detrimental. But I totally understand, that balance that you got to strike. So hope everything goes well, and hope to hear about next time about how super well good everything went. You have ADHD, so you thrive in crisis situations. Okay, I mean, I guess whatever gets the brain. Guess whatever gets the brain firing, because that's the I guess that's the turn of phrase we're going with today. But yeah, I hope you are able to at least get some rest, and and those exams go well. So I hope to hear about them later. All right, so we got the room. Did we actually get anything from the room? What did we actually get? We got that compass. What was and then the gems. So gems are gonna cost. Gem rooms are gonna cost foots instead of gems. All right. So what do we have here? We're going west as is, or we're going east first as is tradition. I don't know if this is actually good in terms of strategy, but we've done it enough times now that I've just committed. We're just always going. We're always going east first. All right, so what do we do? We can do hallway. That was pretty good. The storeroom. That's pretty bad. Closet. I really regret doing this closet move, because like last time I upgraded the closet to make it so that it gives you 4 items if it's near it. Drafted it joined to a red room, but 0 items otherwise, and then proceeded to get it next to every non-red room in existence, and so it's proving to be kind of a risky endeavor there, but it is what it is. So let's head over to the east wing here. Claim ticket. This is, I forget what I put in there. The treasure map. Okay, so I am kind of curious. And this would actually be a pretty good place to put it, although I do love myself a parlor. Because we did get a treasure map last time, and then we put it in the coat check room. And I don't know what the implications of that are, because does that mean this is going to be treasure? Or do we get treasure this time instead? So, all right, we've retrieved the treasure map. So what does it get us? Oh, I think that might be the same place it was last time. But let's see. I wonder also if it's gotta be like. I wish I could hover over it, but can I use my mouse? No, you can't see the cursor. Never mind. I kind of want to see if if you have to like follow the dotted line to get to those prior rooms, and then you get the treasure. So I think that's going to be our goal for the stream, or for the, not the stream, but at least for the tag and stag. That's going to be our goal for the day, is to get the in-game day, is to get to that exact location. All right, so what else do we got? We got the den. Would be a good place for the den. It wouldn't be a bad place for a bedroom either, because we're probably going to have to cross in and out of this multiple times anyway. Although I could use a gem. I don't know. We'll do den just to keep our options open and just to get a gem. But I think hopefully we'll get like bedroom right here. Patio. Ooh. I don't think we've been to the patio yet, have we? I think I've talked about doing the patio. When it spreads gems. Oh, and the gem requirement is just fully replaced by steps. Okay. So I think we're gonna do patio just for scientific purposes. And I don't see any way. I see a hole, but I don't see any way to get out here, because one of my other goals is to get out this side and see if we can unlock a gate like we could on the other side. So I still don't know how to get over to like some of the like doors and barricades that are like on this side of the area. So we'll find out eventually. What's this? Oh, a gem. Cool. Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Yeah, I did already know that. We figured that out on our own, basically, several streams ago. All right, what can we do here? Nothing. I mean, I suppose some dig spots and a gem aren't bad per se, but I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more out of the patio. But that's okay. We learned something about the patio today, and that's a win. All right. Maybe we do bedroom. Also want to know. Can I see that? I can't see my. Dude, I can't see the treasure map. This treasure chest. Oh, dude. Oh my goodness. I really need. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it faces the same way either way. Commissary's good. I feel like we go bedroom here. Alrighty. Peak. I'm starting to think that the naming the picture combos is not a particularly fruitful exercise. We've found a lot of the combos at this point, and they've not proven to be particularly interesting. Also, I just get the steps. There's nothing in here besides that. And this picture of this lady that I don't know who that is. 10 stream streak. Wow, nice. And you get some pants to go along with it. Nice. That's pretty cool. Thanks for sticking around for 10 streams in a row. I imagine that's pretty close to the maximum number of streams since I got since I got affiliate. So good for you. All right, so let's calculate. So it's D6, and I think, have we already screwed this up? Okay, so we have already screwed up. If we're supposed to follow the dotted line, we're supposed to go like nah 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 nah. That we can't do that because of where the bedroom is. But we'll still try to get to D6 anyway and just see what happens. The only reason I don't have more is because you weren't affiliate before. It's true. Yeah, which kind of feels bad, right? I feel like as soon as I become affiliate, like everyone who's been around for forever should just like retroactively get a ton of channel pants and stream streaks. Like that's just how it should be, but that's all right. I think that means as it stands, you probably have the record. I'd be curious to see if anyone else has also matched all those streams. Okay, well, commissary would lock us off entirely. I don't love any of these, but I suppose workshop. Phrase of the day. Syntax is hierarchical rather than purely linear because sentences are organized into nested constituents rather than being interpreted only as word sequences. Differential hierarchical groupings can produce different meanings even when the linear order stays the same. Okay, I've got to process that. Syntax is hierarchical rather than purely linear because sentences are organized into nested constituents rather than being interpreted only as word sequences. Okay, so meaning that the meaning of a sentence isn't purely linear. It's, in fact, it doesn't just mean that the meaning of the sentence isn't derived just by word order. It's not just derived by, well, this word comes after this word, which comes after this word, which comes after this word, so it means this. It's the sentence is taken as a whole, and that defines the meaning, or rather into groups, nested constituents, groups of meanings within a sentence. And so in like manner, syntax is hierarchical, not linear, because it's also not defined by word order strictly, but rather sort of nested groups of meaning, I think. Um, different hierarchical groupings can produce different meanings even when the linear order stays the same. Different hierarchical groupings can produce different meanings even when the linear order stays the same. So, so like the same sequence of words when grouped in different, in different, when sort of portioned off in different groups of meanings can create different hierarchies. Lucy welcomed her Lucy welcomed her friend with a pie could be interpreted as Lucy had a pie or her friend had a pie. Oh yeah, okay, I see how that works. Same words, different meanings depending on how you group them, and then as a result, different hierarchy. Interesting. All right. See, look at us helping you study while study on stream. Let no one say that watching stream's a waste of time. Educational. We're learning. All right. I think we go workshop here. It's been a while since we've been to the workshop. I think we get a tool out of this, and we also have a clue. So C. So far we've had. Do I have to pause here? Probably not. No, unless I do. So C. We got, what do we got? Where did I put those clues? Workshop letters. So we had A on day 1 and T on day 2, and then I didn't go to the workshop for several days. So I don't know if I have to go to it every day to get the full message, but we're just going to write down all the letters that we find as we go. And then this is the same sheet music it's always is. A crowbar, let's go. Broken lever. Oh, and I still have the notepad on screen. This is going to be a continual battle. See, initially what I did is I put the notepad on like the same screen as my gameplay, and so I would just like full screen the notepad when I was writing, and then I would switch back to the gameplay. But what ended up happening there is I couldn't write down what I was seeing, and I had to like memorize stuff, and so then we just had to move it off to the side and do something different. But now the problem is that I'll forget that the notepad's still up, and then I'll just keep playing anyway. So you can't win. All right, can I do anything? I don't think I have enough tools to like do anything. Can we make a compass lever? No, we cannot. It's like, what are you doing, dog? All right. Well, that's... A broken lever's big. I don't know if it's super useful to us, like, at this point, because our goal is really to be, gain knowledge, and the levers are kind of end game. Like, we need the levers to get the antechamber, but I guess I'll take what I can get. Passageway. We could do a passageway because we have a step requirement for that now, and it would be a pretty good place to put that passageway, because then it would really open up like all sorts of paths. So I think we do that. I think we're gonna go with a passageway here. If I end up running out of steps, so be it. But I really want to just make some progress, and progress is defined by learning stuff about new rooms that I haven't been to, solving puzzles that I haven't solved yet, getting information that I haven't gotten yet, or making permanent upgrades to rooms, which technically we've already satisfied by going to the patio, but I think we could get more out of this run personally. Do the observatory. That might be fun. Observatory will lead us where we want to go. As much as I love the parlor, I think observatory is our next move here. And then let me just see. We have 6 stars now. So last time we had the Southern Cross. So this time, do we get the Farmer's Apple? No, wait, where's 6? Okay, because 5 is the Southern Cross, 7 is the Farmer's Apple. So I don't know what happens if we do 6. Is it a... 12 is Draxus, so we just never check on 12. I kind of wanted to see what happens. I hope if it breaks stuff, oh well. We have to do it just for science. Diamandus. Oh, it's like multiple patterns. So we get the Diamandus Minder, which gives us a diamond, and then we get twins, which means a pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Sick. So next time we go to the entrance hall, we're gonna have to open some chests. Oh, that also reminds me of a thing that I should have written down. Yeah, a thing I should have written down ages ago and didn't. Because another thing that I found out from one of those notes earlier was that there are two entrance rooms. I should be more precise. There are 2 entrance rooms. There. And then we're gonna make the notepad go away so I don't block all of stream. Stage. Sage. It's gotta be Sage. The rhyme demands it. Okay, what can we do here? Spare room, commissary. I think you do spare room here. I'm worried that I'm gonna run out of like places to go here. Like I'm worried that I'm using up all of my my 2-door solutions, and then we're gonna run into the same problem on the west side that we always do, where everything all of a sudden sucks. But let me see. Let's go. I think we go pantry here. Try to pick up the pace too. There. My notes were like blocking part of my Twitch overlay. All right, this is the same thing as it always is. And sand. Yeah, I know that one. Locked. Oh frick! I don't have any keys, dude. Oh frick. What am I gonna do? Well, I guess we go back to the passageway, and we could start by going down in the passageway. See if we can get some kind of, you know, storeroom or something like that. I think that'll be our move there. Dang, that's a really unfortunate position. All right, the pool. We went to the pool, the Nook, and the library. Well, none of those are really what I was hoping for. Library would be good there. At the locker room, sauna, and pump room, today's draft pool. We haven't been to any of those rooms, which would be good. But the Nook also gives us the Nook blocks us off, but it gives us a key, which is what we need to progress on this side. But the library moves us forward. And it also has a potential to give us less common drafting plans. And I wonder if we can order another book. So maybe we go library here. This might not be the move, but let's, you know, ooh, we get a magnifying glass. Ooh, all right. We like that. So now my goal, I kind of want to find the freezer, because the freezer last time, all right, so we've done history of Orindia. We already have access to the fixed stars. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington sounds kind of boring. I want to do Swimbird. I want to do Swimbird. I feel like the next logical thing here is drafting a strategy, and then maybe pump system, because if there's going to be a time where pump system, we're going to need to know how that works. So I think let's order drafting strategy. It's kind of unfortunate that you have to like order the book, and then the next time is to read the book, and then you have to go an additional time before you can order the book again. Ride and bridge. There's nothing up here. It's just like all records, right? Pretty sure. Anything cool in here that I haven't done yet? No. What about this side? Anything cool? Scrapbook. The claim check. Okay. Pretty sure the last time we used the magnifying glass to figure out the code. Perhaps not, though. Oh, no, I think that was from a different time, and then we just, like, put it in here. Which is weird, because you can't see the code from this time, from this one. Or are these just, like, my stats of, like, what I've... Yeah. I don't super care about these. All right, let's keep going. Let's find one of these rare draft rooms that we've heard about so much. And by so much, I mean that one time when I drafted the library. Rotunda can rotate. That's kind of metal. And the cloister. I don't think we've been to the cloister yet. The study. Drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. I'm just now realizing that gems are actually fully useless here because all of the stuff that normally costs gems costs steps instead. So I think we have a cloister here for the science. We're probably gonna burn through our steps pretty quickly here, but I think that's okay just to learn about. So this is what the angel that some dude replaced. Well, let's get the note. Let's get our notes up just so I can recall the situation here. So, cloister. Angels in the cloister. Rhina, paragon of gardening, either 1 or 3, farm angel from chapel, replaced Ordina. So Ordina used to be the angel that was here, and now it's Rhina. Okay. I don't know what that really gains us in terms of like knowledge or like puzzle solving abilities. I don't yet understand the purpose of knowing that lore, but it's, you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So I think we go north here. Maybe no. I don't know. I kind of want to go south and see if I can just connect to the entrance hall and go dip back there real quick, because otherwise I just don't see us going there. Do the Nook, gets the key, and it's I really want to play the parlor game, but parlor game is just gems. So as much as I love the parlor, I think the actual logical choice here is Nook, so I can get that key. And then where's our chests? Oh, it's locked. Of course it's locked, dude. Oh my goodness. Do I dare use my one single key to open the chest? We gotta try it. If it ends up, oh, let's go and we get the secret key, right? Secret key to the secret garden. Okay, so that means we can use it on any room, and then it becomes the secret garden. All right, well, so now we're still keyless, but at least we have a way to the secret garden. So I think my personal plan, what can we do here? What's my goal? What's my move? No, we're not calling it a day. We need to regroup on the so I've actually unlocked all of these except for one, so that's pretty good. Secret garden. Floor plan so secretive it had to be removed from the drafting pool to avoid anyone unwanted accidentally stumbling upon it. This secluded garden, flanked by a variety of Morajai trees, has served as a private retreat for at least 2 other generations of Sinclairs. Okay, I don't really get... Well, it spreads fruit throughout the house, which is a win. So I think what I'll probably do is I'm gonna go over here. Full house theory. Someone try. So I'm thinking the full house theory from earlier was actually the idea that like somehow filling up the whole house gets you a special bonus. And I'm thinking that that's not the case, like because they're saying that the whole full house theory failed. So there's not any benefit to like filling every single tile. So if that's true, we go storeroom here so we can get a key and a coin. And we don't need the gem, but we'll grab the gem anyway. Because if we find the freezer, it will be sick to have a bunch of gems that we can just freeze later. The other reason we want to find the freezer is because the freezer contains a secret clue that we couldn't read because we didn't have the magnifying glass. And now that we do, we kind of want to read that. And of course, it's just gems. I shouldn't have done this at all. This is hopeless. I wasted so many steps. And of course, there's another trunk in here that I didn't even see until now. And I bet it has like 8 keys, dude. Well, maybe not 8, but it could be like 3 keys, which would be sick. All right, so our only move now is to just go north and hope we won't get soft locked. Well, we get security. That's not a soft lock. Security is the objectively correct choice here. We don't have a key card, so I think let's do security level low, and then change offline mode to unlocked, confirm, back, and then we gotta, if we can get a key card, we change it back to high. If we get a key card, we change it to high so we can get more security doors. If we find the utility box, we change it to high and turn off the power so we can get through them all anyway. Okay, we can use chapel. That's gonna make us lose money. Not a great option, but could be pretty okay. We kind of have to go chapel here because it's otherwise we're just soft locked. We really need more keys. That's a gem. It's not a key, dude. We need keys. I need some keys, dude. If we don't get a key right here, we actually get soft locked. Yeah, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. It gives us 4 items. That's such a risky play though, dude. So it will give us 4 items, but if none of them are keys, then we're actually just we're actually just done right here. I think we'll try it. We'll take a risk. If I have to end it and go later, then we will. Okay, we got the key card, dice, gem, and a purse. Okay. No, dude. So you're saying that I actually am locked? Because I think the only way forward is the key, is the room that needs the actual normie key. Holy cow, dude. What a waste. What a waste of a freaking... What a waste of a freaking day. Because I can't even, like... Okay, well, I guess one thing we could do, we could go back to coat check, and we could store away something for another day. Do I dare do the treasure map again? I want to do the treasure map again. The secret garden key's nice, but like not like amazing. Coin purse is cool, but not great. Key card is like not super awesome. Like, you do broken lever. Hey yo guys, what's up, Starry? How are you doing today? What's going on? I am already soft locked, so I need to stop the game, stop the day and try again. But I need to just figure out what I want to store first. Can't watch stream today, but maybe Thursday. All right, that's all right. Hope to see you on Thursday. Thanks for popping in anyway. What do we do? I feel like the treasure... if I keep dragging on the treasure map, it's going to be kind of a waste of time. But maybe it's not. Broken lever isn't really helpful until I'm actually going for end game, I assume. And then the magnifying glass is good, but I don't know. We'll come across the magnifying glass. I guess I could also special order something in security. That would be a good use of our time. So we got the steps for it. So yeah, I think we store the treasure chest, and then let's special order. I have to log into special order. I think so. One. Song. All right. Password accepted. All right. Wait, staff services? Special orders. There we go. Place special order. What do I want? We did order the brass compass last time. I do kind of still want to figure out what that is. So maybe we do... Maybe we do double down on brass compass just for now. Because I do just want to make sure that we actually figure that out. And then let's go... Dude, see, it feels so bad looking at those 9 gems and knowing they're all gonna go to waste. But you know, sometimes in life it just be like that. Sometimes in life you just waste 9 gems. All right, let's check an item. We're gonna check the treasure map. I don't know if there's actually gonna be treasure in that room when we get there, but we have to try. We have to do an experiment and just see. I think we can just call it a day now. All right, let's call it. We still got a bit for ad break, so we'll just end it here. We're gonna do save and continue. I'm gonna keep going. I wonder if we could do 3. We might be able to do 3 days today. This stream, which. You know, if they all go as quickly as that last one. Granted, we got soft lock really quickly. I keep saying soft lock. I guess it's not technically a soft lock if it's like intended, but I don't know. It's, you know, I'm gonna keep calling it soft locked. All right, we go. Goodbye, birdies. Tomb. Oh well, I mean. Well, we gotta, each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 coins in the tomb. I don't really understand what that means. Like the spreading concept is kind of confusing to me. Is it saying that coins are going to like show up in the tomb just like randomly if I like spread it? Also, wait, what? Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Is there a puzzle? Holy cow. Okay, we gotta explore this a little bit. Okay, we got coins. What is this? Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna write that down. I'll ponder it, and if I decide that it's important, I'll write it down. I wonder if I can... Wait, what is this? What is this? Can I put you back up? Yes. And does the light go away? No. Huh. This seems really important. Don't know how I would write something like this down, but I must. All right, well, let's go back, go with my original gut instinct, which was to lower all of them. What's this? Table, like, knocked over. Oh my goodness, these flamed actual tomb. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be a tomb, but it's actually a tomb. Can we just lower all of these? I bet there's like a specific sequence, like you're supposed to lower some and not others. But I don't know. We're gonna start by just lowering all of them, and we're just gonna see where that takes us. This also seems like it's a super secret passage. What else can we do? This, I guess. Feather duster. What's over here? Nothing. Dude, I'm so glad we came down here. This is crazy. Okay, that's lowered already. What's over here? Oh. What's this? Open only in the event of my death. Well, who died? Who's death? Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque, my goodness, and of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition and family tradition. Thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as is tradition. Herbert S. Sinclair. And to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here. So wait, he wants us to be buried here? Or he doesn't want us to be buried here? I'm confused. Here within the mausoleum of dreams. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty. I would, because he wants to be buried near the oak, but he resigns to being buried in the tomb, if only to inspire us to rattle the chains of tradition, but then only to come back to them. I guess I'm a little confused here. I would cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone would become a more cherished place in all our domain. He wants us to break the chains, but then he wants us to resign ourselves to death so that we can pass along that same message to the next generation. Interesting. An interesting take on legacy and you know, what you can communicate to the next generation. Right? He has this huge house, you know, on this nice property, but he resigns himself to being in this tomb as like an object lesson to the next generation, and he compels us to do the same. Interesting. All right, what else can we do here? Do that. Wait. Oh, we got an ad break incoming. I lower all the... I do everything that here that there is to do. I mean, surely not, because obviously there's some sort of puzzle here that I've yet to fully accomplish, but what I'm not seeing is any indication of a... I think I've lowered all of them and nothing has actually happened. So I think that's a good sign. Let's go on the ad break. We'll come back in a second, see if we can brute force this puzzle a little bit. And if we can't, we will continue on with the actual game. So see ya in a bit. All right, and we're back. Hope everyone had a good little quick break. Hope you use that opportunity to get some screen break. Maybe use the bathroom or get a snack or a drink or something. I think it's always nice, at least for me, to have that little break. So hopefully it's nice for you as well. And if you just hung out and chilled through the ad or chilled through the music, that's cool too. All right, I think I don't have a super great idea of what to do here. I'm wondering if this is one of those things where the solution to this puzzle is actually elsewhere in the manor and we have to like come back here when we actually have solved it. I'm looking at this candle structure though. So I see there's 6 candles in total. Only 3 of them are lit. We've got like a 4x4 grid. So we've got A1, B3, and C2. The question is, which side? Well, first of all, let's count all the angels. How many angels do we actually have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are opposite from each other. 5, 6, 7. Of course it's gonna be 7, dude. I wonder if these are all the same angels that are in the chapel too. They sure look like them. I don't remember the order necessarily. Wait, but I wrote down the order, didn't I? Wait, maybe that's the solution. Maybe we just pull the levers. Maybe we pull the lever cronk in the correct order. So hold on. I'm not gonna put it on the screen because I want to make sure that I want to actually let you see. I'm just gonna leave it up. Also, where did the angels go? Angel. Did I not write down which angels were which? No way, dude. Am I that dumb? No way we just didn't write down the order of the angels, dude. I don't think we wrote down the order of the angels, dude. Oh my goodness. Apple? Holy cow, dude. All right, well. Okay, so here's our plan then for next time. Next time we find, I'm not gonna go out of my way for it, but next time we find the chapel, we're writing down which angel is which in order. And then next time we come here, we're gonna pull the levers in order, and then we're gonna unlock the super secret passage that leads us to room 46. That is my personal plan. So let's keep going here. So that's a pretty good it's a big win for us though in terms of like knowledge. We made some huge progress already. So I think even if we don't make any more progress this particular in-game day, I'm happy. I also realized that I didn't grab my allowance from last time. Not that it mattered, but totally forgot about that. Okay. All right, let's go east as is tradition. So I guess let's go den here. Just gotta get an early game gem. Anything else in here worth grabbing? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's keep going this way. Oh. Might want to go Nook just to get a key. That might be the move here. I don't really need the kitchen right now. Alright, we'll grab the key. Is there a chest in here like there was last time? No, of course not. All right, let's keep going. What else we got? I guess the spare room, just because then it's not a dead end. Although dead ends do spread coins, so it might be worth it to do some more dead ends on purpose. We could do guest bedroom to get extra steps, then go den and make some room. Because I think a spare room isn't really useful for us here. Let's do this. Get a gem. Nice. This is nothing new, right? Yeah, the billiard puzzle. We already know how that one works. Okay. Basketball. For some reason, I'm thinking is like, is there some sort of synergy with the gymnasium that we can do there? But I don't know what there could possibly be. All right, let's keep going here. The chapel. Ooh. This wouldn't be a bad spot for chapel. So, because it gives us the directions we need, and it also gives us the info we need. In fact, I think chapel is precisely the move here, because here's what's gonna happen, gang. First of all, we're gonna get the data we need from these angels. So let me all right, number one. So let me make a new section here for our notes. Holy cow, so much. Chapel, angels. Boom. I don't know why I've decided to do caps here, but here we go. All right, number one is, I guess we'll do Roman numerals because it's doing Roman numerals. One is farming angel. I guess we'll just do, yeah, farming angel, and then I know I've still got this stuff on the screen, but it's not gonna be worth it to take it off. Where's number two? Number two. We'll call this honeycomb angel. 2. Honeycomb Jeff angel. Probably don't need to write angel after each one, but it's what I'm committed to at this point. 3. How distracting is that? Yeah, that probably just block the whole thing. Okay, I'm just gonna take the notes off just so you can actually see what I'm looking at, because that's more fun. So we've got the honeycomb angel, and then number 3 is gonna be the pitchfork angel. Right, bet. Number 4 is feather duster. Yeah. It might just be a duster, but we're calling it a feather duster because it's my stream. 5 is oh my goodness. 5 is broom angel. I believe I didn't write these down before. I memorized like the order, but I didn't actually like learn what they are. 6 is, what is that? Is that, it looks like the kind, like the thing that like people that ride horses do. So I'm gonna just call this horse girl angel. Horse girl angel. Boom. And then number 7 is Scepter Angel. Yeah. So we might just dip out real quick and go back to the tomb in a second to just deal with all of this. But I think actually I'll probably finish out this side first, and then when we get back to the starting room to keep going, then we'll do that. Scepter Angel. Cool. Oh my goodness, that's not what I want. No. Holy cow. I pressed I almost ruined my entire notes. So here's what just happened. Instead of pressing Control S to save, because you know that's what people that are sane do, is they save their save changes to their documents after they make changes. Instead of doing that, I accidentally pressed Control D. I don't know if you guys know what Control D does. I didn't until now. And then a little prompt came up that said rewriting notes. And then apparently Notepad now has some kind of Notepad now has some kind of feature where you can use the power of AI to rewrite your notes. Which is not something I want to do at all, because I don't want any of my notes to be changed in any way. But fortunately, I need a subscription to use that apparently. So my run was quite literally saved. My notes were quite literally saved by a paywall. So let that be a lesson to everyone. Wait. Actually, this is actually a brilliant place for the closet. It is going to kind of cut off our access to the east wing, but I think we live with that because we get our 4 items, and then we're just going to like beeline back to the entrance hall and get our cool stuff from the tomb. Got a key, we got a dice, sick, and a purse, and then where's our 4th item? What is that? I was promised 4 items. Oh, a sleep mask. Each time you entered a bedroom, the first time you enter each bedroom, the sleep mask gave 5. Okay, so it might actually be worth it to double back for the guest bedroom. So that's gonna get us, I think it gets us 1 extra step, because we would go, you know, we have to go to the den anyway, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we plus 5. That gives us 1 more step. So I think that's what we're gonna do. It wouldn't hurt to just do this door now. We don't actually have to go through it, but I want to at least activate it. I don't want to use storeroom because I don't want to block everything off. Hallway's okay. It's not the best. Observatory is also not the best either. I think we go hallway just to keep our options open, but yeah, it's not our best. So let's go over here, and then we're going to gain a bunch of steps. Let's go. Probably could have gone hallway and then just like dipped out, but it's all right. We're gonna go, before I forget and before I lose my options here. It might be more prudent of us to like do this again later in the stream, so we can get, or later in the day, so we can get more coins from this. But I want to go back here and see if we can solve this puzzle now, because I think I have an idea of what it's gonna be. All right, so first of all, we're gonna put everything back the way we found it. So everybody's up. Everyone up. All right. Honeycomb. No, is that the scepter? I'm confused already. All right. And then... All right, that's everybody. What is that? A stop sign? Okay. Unless that's the honeycomb. I'm confused. That's the chef, right? Well, let's just start with, let me get my notes up here. I know you can't see the notes, but they're there. Trust me. So, all right, let's just do Farming Hoe Angel first. And then Honeycomb Chef Angel, which I'm guessing is this one. Because let me just take a gander at everyone else first. Oh, is it in order? Because this looks like Scepter Angel. And so that would make this Horse Girl Angel, Broom Angel, Feather Duster Angel, Pitchfork Angel, and that means you're Honeycomb Angel. And so then what if we do Pitchfork Angel, Feather Duster Angel, Broom Angel, Horse Girl Angel, Scepter Angel. Oh, I'm a genius! Let's go. What is this? What is this, dude? Whoa. That's a skull, dude. They just left a skull out? That's crazy. That's another skull, dude. What is this? Oh, man. Dude. Death Angel. Underground map? Whoa, 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 whoa. I kind of want... Dude, I kind of want to take a picture. Do I take a picture of this, like, IRL? Or does this get stored somewhere? I'm gonna do it. I'm taking a picture of this IRL because I don't want to, like, I don't know how I could possibly notate this in a way that's gonna make sense. I feel like the only way that's gonna make sense is to actually have the map just in front of me to examine at a later date. Also, this music is wild. It's really selling the idea that I've stumbled upon something like crazy secret. All right. Gosh dang. Let me can I just decipher this for a little bit? Okay, so we have a reservoir. There's a staircase that leads to the reservoir. There's an excavation tunnel and a circular room. And then what is that? The barracks up above near the number 2? And like a railroad leading out. So, okay, we've got like a whole like underground labyrinth to decipher here. I think let's see. Dude, this game is so crazy. Just when I thought I was like kind of getting a sense of like the breadth of it, it just does this. That's so cool. This is everything I want in a video game. Okay, well this gets us nowhere. We can't even, I don't think we can even do anything in here. So I'm not, what did this even gain us exactly? I feel like there's some other secret to unlock here. But I haven't the faintest idea of what I could do, because there's not even like something to interact with in this area that I can find. Like the angels thing was like very clearly a puzzle, but now I'm like, what? I'm gonna take a drink of tea while I ponder the situation. Also, does this still all count as one room? Or am I like losing steps as I go in and out of here? No. No. So the clue it has to have something to do with this then. Like this has got to be Also, we're in the catacombs. Also, my oh, hold on, my notes are still blocking my whole view. In the catacombs, but I don't know. So maybe we don't. Maybe there's nothing we can do here. Maybe this is the clue, and we're supposed to do something somewhere else to like solve it further. That's probably what we need to do. So I think we'll oh, maybe that's what happens when you light all the torches. Is it creates a staircase that leads to the reservoir, maybe, or leads to this underground area. And so as long as we have this bit of map with us, we can kind of solve some of the rest of it. Man, that's so cool, dude. So cool that there's like, it's not just like the house, but that there's like other secrets to unlock. Like there's this whole other secret area outside and underground around the house that's like a game changer. That's insane. Dude, I love this game. Has this changed at all? No. I'm wondering if that's a clue too, but we'll take care of it for now. Oh, there's a dirt hole. Dude, is that what they, because I just also realized that I'm supposed to have gotten money from this as well, but where's my money? Where's my cash money? Excuse me, I was promised deep, untold riches. I was promised fame, fortune, and Ash-a-Palooza, but all I see are holes that I can't even open because I can't dig. Are the skulls some kind of marker? What's up, Kataskopondico? Sorry if I'm not saying that right. What's going on? I don't know if the skulls are some kind of marker. So the skulls were, there aren't any skulls in this area, right? It's only in that other room. Cat. All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll call you Cat. I'll waste two more steps to show off because I don't know the next time we'll be able to come down here. So yeah. So we have a skull. We have a skull over here with a map, and then we have, and then skulls like right here. So they might be markers, but I don't know what they would be marking yet. And my personal theory is that, oh, and we got a skull here as well. Yeah, so I don't really know what they would be marking yet. My personal theory is that the purpose of this room is to get us this map, and that we'll be able to get somewhere else to get that there's going to be some other place that we can enter the underground, and this is going to be invaluable knowledge. So I've already taken a picture of this, and we're gonna store that away in our knowledge banks. But so I think that's everything we can do here for now. But how are you doing? What's going on? Are you familiar with blueprints at all? So we're playing blueprints. I think this is my 4th stream of blueprints so far, and it's proven to be quite a fun time. Like, I'm really enjoying it. It's a puzzle game, roguelike, that is basically you've got this house, Mount Holly Manor, and all the rooms change every single day. And so our goal is to find the secret room 46 and use our clever sense of wit and deduction and problem solving and riddle solving to make it through the house. So I think let's go hallway here. I've already read that because we've been here before. What else? What can we do here? Can you do spare room or corridor? I guess we'll go spare room here. But yeah, are you familiar with blueprints at all? Is this your first time seeing it? Are you a blueprints expert? What's your relationship with the game? I am still pretty fresh going into this. I don't know a lot about it yet. but first time, nice. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. There's you know, some puzzles that we've solved and gotten a pretty good sense of, and there's other things that like I'm still kind of piecing together. So I expect that it's going to be sort of over multiple streams. I'm just going to sort of gradually synthesize all of the information. But I'm really enjoying it's kind of like this escape room vibe of there's these like really vague riddles that are kind of scattered all throughout these different rooms, and you kind of got to explore and sort of piece things together bit by bit, and eventually it sort of starts to make sense. Let's see, I think we could do secret passage. I don't know if I love secret passage here because I don't want to spend a bunch of gems. The corridor is not amazing here either. We'll just do corridor. Yeah, so let's see what else we can do. Bedroom. Pantry. Might do bedroom here. You can also do commissary. I kind of want to buy. I wonder if I have enough for the compass. Probably not. But 6 coins. Of course. Oh, and it's not even. This isn't even what I want either. What was the salt shaker do again? I forget. I think it gives me like extra steps every time I eat a food. I can also get shovel, but I still can't afford that either. All right, well, great. That was a great investment of our time then. And then we have a security door. Okay. Well, this was doubly useful. Doubly useless. All right, well, I guess we have to go back to the entrance hall. Because the security door blocks our way unless we find either a key card or a utility box to power down the key. Has this painting always been here in room 1? I feel like it's a different paint. Feel like this is a different painting than before. So this is like a town and some mountains, I guess, or maybe there's those storm clouds. All right, let's see what else we got here. Pantry, courtyard. Courtyard costs gem. I don't really want to spend a gem. This soft locks us, so I guess we have to go pantry here. Yeah, but because it's a roguelike, the goal is to not beat it this in-game day. The goal is to get info or either get info or get either get info or get like permanent upgrades. We've already gotten some info today. I haven't done a locksmith. This might soft lock us. If this doesn't give us a key card, we're kind of stuck. But I think for the sake of knowledge, we go for this. And then if we get stuck, then that's okay because we learned something, and that's the goal. Okay, so we could buy 1 key, 3 keys, a special key, or a lockpick kit. Well, the lockpick kit doesn't really do us any good against our nemesis, the electric door, but maybe a special key would? Question mark. Is it probably just going to be a random special key? And this is probably not going to be what we need. No, it's the garden key. I don't need the garden key, dude. Okay, well, all right. Well, now we're officially soft lock, I think. Yeah. So that wasn't a super great run. We've had some rough. We've had some rough ones with today with the with not getting very far in the house, but the goal has been knowledge, and we have gained knowledge in spades. So we are gonna let's do another day here. Yeah. 2 new rooms. Yeah, we got 2 new rooms. That's a win. That's a win. As long as we're getting new rooms, getting more knowledge, that's what we want. What other games are you into, Kat? Or if this is your first time doing blueprints, are you like are you a puzzle games person? Or are you a like what kind of stuff do you play? If you are interested in puzzle games at all, highly recommend checking this game out because it's been proven to be super duper fun. I play quite a few puzzle games and have played quite a few puzzle games over the years. Really enjoy myself a good stumper. So this game is hitting all the marks, everything that I want in a puzzle game. Shelter, Shrine, and Root Cellar. I always skip Root Cellar. I don't think we've actually done it yet. But I just don't want that. I just don't want dig spots, dude. It's your first time in the app. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's pretty. Okay, all right. I'll take that. Glad that you're, just enjoying your time here. Well, so we have the Root Cellar. We have the Shelter. So Shelter protects you from negative effects for the next 3 red rooms drafted. I think we go Shelter here just to just because I don't think we haven't done it yet, and so we gotta I just kind of want to get to draft new rooms, even though Shrine is kind of like the objectively best option here in terms of like improving our future runs. I think Shelter's the best in terms of like the long-term learning, the like just learning the landscape of the game. Because I think I need to just prioritize more like choosing rooms that I haven't actually been to just to kind of get them in my compendium. I don't know if that actually matters, but I think it's just something that's worth doing. Oh, and we have, what is this? Welcome to the Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. All right, we have a bomb shelter. We have a time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date or end time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. That's a really tight window. So do we have a time, like, also what, I don't even know what date it is. We can go back because I don't know what the implications are that are yet. We're gonna check that out in a second. Radiation monitor. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. Okay, we've been to the laboratory. We haven't done any experiments yet because that's required, like, turning on like a pump and like all of this other stuff that we haven't done it yet. No, actually, that's not true. We did do an experiment. We did run one experiment. I forget what we did, but we did it. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate, and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Interesting. Well, what's our USV levels? I imagine not very high. A 0.5. Okay. 0.05. We need 12, yeah, because we ran one experiment like 4 runs ago. So we do know the terminal password because I'm guessing it's just the same terminal password as the one we've used other places, which is Swan Song. Man, this game is so crazy with like the just like how many different interlocking puzzles there are. And it's like you have to like learn stuff from very specific places that benefit you in like multiple different areas. But I do want to open this up because then if we can connect the if we can get to security or another terminal later, then we can kind of reconnect tons of stuff. What am I saying? You can like log into the terminals remotely if you have them open. Right. Connecting to network. Here we go. All right, and then these are the same options that we've seen elsewhere. I don't really need any of these right now. I'm curious. Is it all? Is that? Okay, yeah. That's all there is. So it's time lock safe. I'm confused about this time lock safe because what day is it actually right now? Like in game, what is the current date? It wasn't. Isn't like I thought it was like November something. Is that part of the puzzle? Is we have to figure out what day it is? Because I forget. Ooh, remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Oh, that's why everything's disabled. Regardless of the danger, I am still willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Okay, interesting. So the draft, so I guess this does answer like kind of a question that I've been having, because obviously some of these rooms are like rooms that people live in and presumably stay in, but like if the rooms are new every day, then like what does that mean for the people that are in it? And I guess like it has to be a part of the draft pool to be unlocked and gotten to, so they could just remove the shelter from the draft pool and then the shelter would remain intact and anyone inside would still remain intact, but it would, I guess, just not, you know, they just wouldn't be able to get out, which is kind of freaky. That would make me pretty claustrophobic, but I guess it would be pretty safe if the goal is to like have like a true bomb shelter. Got a bird flying into the sunset. Lots of beans, a water cooler. What else we got? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, that's probably just bolts. Okay. Time lock safe. Okay, here's what we want. Do anything with the time? Oh, I guess I have to. Well, all right, let's see if we can solve this, because I have some ideas about how to progress this. I think my plan. Here's my plan. Here is my plan. Let's go out here and let's go into the entrance hall, because I think that the entrance hall had some info for us about like what date we arrived at the manor, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that doesn't have a date. I think I've done this before, and I checked this area, and it didn't have a date. Oh, I forgot. I always forget my allowance, too. Huh. Is there a way to get info? Mountain. Oh, that's why it's called Mount Holly, is because literally the mountain is in the shape of, I guess this is supposed to be like a holly leaf, or like a holly plant. I don't really like this. I feel like this is probably not what holly looks like IRL, but maybe these leaves over here are. But how am I gonna find out what date it is? I think it's early November, like November 4th or 5th. And then plus 9 days. So maybe we go. Let's just set something. I'm gonna just set something for now, and we'll see how it goes. And it might be a silly. I might make a silly, goofy mistake, but that's okay. We'll set it. Well, how about we do this? We'll set it for November 20th. I also don't know what time it is. Oh wait, no, yes I do, because of the clock. I'm a goofy goober. Hold on. We're wasting so many steps, but that's okay, because we're learning. We're learning and we're experimenting. And so if the only thing we get done today is I set the date and time for the save, then that's a win. Do most of the letters have dates on them? One of them in your earlier videos said May the 2nd. I don't think that's accurate, but I mean, so I know some of them have like dates in dates and names, but it's or like dates, but I don't think they're all like recent letters, right? Because like we went to the mailroom a couple streams ago, and it said that the we went to the mailroom a couple days ago, and it said, what did it say? Like obviously some of that mail isn't like from today. It's, you know, so I'm pretty sure that this is November. I can't remember what we've seen that has led me to that conclusion, but I'm almost certain. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool thing. I hadn't realized that was an option. I can't think about like where it was, but I feel like we've read letters that have been like, it's November 4th. I'm pretty sure we're in November. So that's, you know, that's what we're trying to solve for. Is this clock moving? Hold on. It is, isn't it? Holy cow. The clock is moving in real time. So it's like 9:30 right now, and we've probably wasted like an hour already or so in game. I had no idea. So, well, that's huge. So I think, so why don't we set it for 8? Oh, is it AM or PM? It's got to be AM, right? Surely it wouldn't be like, surely my guy did not sleep in until 8 p.m. at night. Surely not. So I think here's what we do. Oh, and the clock. Oh, we can also see the clock from out here. So I'm just a goofy goober. All right. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure. So to clarify my previous statements, I think that it's probably accurate that one of the letters from my previous runs said May 2nd, but I don't think that means that it is May 2nd. I'm pretty sure it's November in game. So let's do this, because I'm pretty sure it was around like the November 4th or 5th. So let's just generously set unlock date. We're gonna say November. Can I change the date once it's set? Actually, hold on. You can use any date in the future as long once unlocked. The time lock safe. Okay, set unlock date. I wonder if I can brute force it to figure out what day it is, because if we know, I know it's like 10 a.m. right now. So if we showed up on the 4th, then that would make it the 13th right now. And so if we confirm, can I set another date? Please enter. Can I set it in the past? Well, hold on. Well, what if I did November 4th? Because I know that's in the past, unless it's just retroactively becomes in the future. There's no year. But we should be able to figure out what day it is simply by like brute forcing the this, right? This might be not worth our time, but I'm just gonna try it a little bit while we can and see if anything comes up of it. Also, when I did the 10th, no, 11th. I don't know. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna go back to my original plan. We're gonna do the 20th, and if I can collect any data that proves to me what time what day we're actually on, I will go back and we will modify this. That's gonna be our goal. So we've wasted so many steps already, but we've learned a ton. We have a plan, and if we end up having to come back here at a later time and access the bomb shelter on another day, that's okay, because it's all about the learning. We're still learning, which means we're not stagnated. All right, let's actually play the game now. So as is tradition, we go east first. I think we do den here. I think den this is exactly what happened last time too, but it's still the correct move in my opinion. We got a gem. Anything else? No. So many clocks. So it's now 10:05. I never caught on before that it was actually that the game actually had in-game time. That's crazy. All right, let's go pantry here. Banana. Always bring a banana to a party. And then I guess we go Nook. I don't love having a double back on the other entrance to the other entrance to the entrance hall, or to the den here, but I don't want to get dead ended here either. I guess that probably wouldn't have been a bad place for a dead end, but what's done is done. So we've got a key, we've got a gem, we've got 6 coins. The rumpus room. I don't think I've ever seen this before. So obviously we must see what is in the rumpus room. Far be it from me to see a place called the rumpus room and just go, I think we'll go to the spare hall instead. No, we have to do the rumpus room. Alzara, can you... Oh, we can actually... All right, let's insert a coin. All right, Alzara, what you got? What you got for us?
And
oh,
as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
oh, it's down.
I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, that was some huge lore we have to write down. All right, so Alzara vision. Oh my goodness, vision. And I'm gonna let me put our notepad on screen. Okay, so we have our Alzara vision. So we have boy standing on shore, looking for something he was told he will not find. Us. I guess that's not very clear. Boy standing on shore. Us. There. That makes more sense. And then black cat with red flag. Flag does not stir in wind. Okay, cool. And then we have, what was the other thing that happened? Door marked with crescent moon. Not always locked, but has no key. The door we have been searching for. So room 46, perhaps. Which is our goal. We have to try to find our way to room 46, which I was presuming was, he said some other stuff and I forgot it already, dude. I've been presuming this whole time that room 46 is beyond the antechamber, that we get to the antechamber, we get the 4 crowbars, and then we use them to access room 46. But what if room 46 is actually underground? Because now we know there's an underground, right? And the place that we saw, oh, it said, what else did he say? Above, like, you know, like black waters. I'm gonna write that down too. I'm not gonna switch the scenes, but you can believe that I'm doing it. Beyond black waters. So that kind of sounds like near the reservoir, like underground somewhere. So room 46 may yet be more elusive than we had previously assumed. But that was some huge info there. So maybe, you know, we'll keep an eye out for the rumpus room and see if we can get more info later. We're closing in on an ad break, but we're not there yet. So I think there's some more info to get. Dang, and all the clocks really do sync up. I can't believe I missed that, but it's so obvious now that I'm thinking about it. Of course the clocks are working. That's insane, dude. Dude, I love this game. Like, any other game would just have a weak sauce timer at the very bottom, and they'd be like, oh, November 4th, 10 p.m., 10:05 p.m. And then it's like, nope, this game tells you the time. It literally is telling you the time, but you just don't even think about it until you actually need to know the time. I love it. It's very Outer Wilds, which I've said before. Any game that reminds me of Outer Wilds is a good thing. Like, that's if you're reminding me of Outer Wilds, you're doing something right. Because I'm always chasing that Outer Wilds high again. I'm always chasing that the peak gaming experience that was Outer Wilds for me. And so if I could get at least a smidgen of that in Blueprints, then I'm a happy camper. All right, let's stop beating around the bush here. I think it seems like the only thing of note in this whole area is Zoltan. So I think we're gonna keep going here. And I've totally forgotten where I was. I don't really love courtyard here. We might get a shovel out of it, but we might not. And I don't know. It just seems like a waste. I can't even do it because I don't have a gem. So I think we go parlor here. It's been a couple of times since I've been in the parlor. I do really love this. This is great because now I get to play my favorite mini game in the whole of Blueprints. We get to do the puzzle box logic challenge. So as a recap for anybody who is unfamiliar, our puzzle box, we have 3 boxes. One of these boxes always tells the truth. One of these boxes always lies. And one of these boxes could go either way. It could be a liar or a truther. We don't know. What we do know is they're all going to make claims. And one of them is going to contain gems, possibly. So this one's making a claim. All 3 boxes contain gems. So that seems dubious at best, because so far every single time we've played this game, we get 1 key, and they all and only one of them actually contains gems. Ooh, we also get car keys. Ooh, garage now just became a priority. because there is a garage, but and there is a car, but we don't know how. We haven't driven the car yet. So all 3 boxes contains gems. Doubtful. The other 2 boxes contain gems. Doubtful. This box contains gems. Likely. Because so all of these are like mutually exclusive statements. Whichever one is true, the other 2 are false by nature, by logic, right? Well, I guess strictly speaking, they could all be telling the truth, right? Because this just says that no. So this one says this box contains gems. This one says all 3 boxes contain gems. This is not making an exclusive claim about whether or not this box contains a gem. It's just saying that in other words, both of these claims could be true, right? Because this one's saying that every single box contains a gem. This one's saying this box contains a gem, which is true. If all 3 contain gems, this also contains a gem. It's a horrible time for an ad break, but I guess we'll go on our ad break and then we'll come back and we will solve the puzzle of the secret boxes. All right, and we're back. Okay. Horrible time for ad break. Hope everyone survived that. But we're back and we are solving my favorite puzzle in the game. Okay, so all three boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. These could be mutually true statements, right? If all three boxes contains gems, it's also true that this box contains gems. It's not making an exclusive claim like only this box contains gems. This one, on the other hand, is saying the other two boxes contain gems. So this is mutually exclusive. This is mutually exclusive. These two are mutually exclusive, but this one is true no matter which one of these other two are true. And so if this one's right, so either like these both can't, one of them has to be lying, one of them has to be true thing. So if this one, since these two both can't be true, either this is true and this is true by definition, or this is true and this is true by definition. Either way, one of these two are the liars, which means this one always contains the gems. Let's go. I'm a genius. Love that game, dude. That game's so cool. That game's so fun. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We've read that before. Let's see. So I think now we just have to go this way. Bedroom wouldn't be bad here. So you don't have to fill up the whole space. We can just keep proceeding north. Commissary is not great here, so we don't, although we do have the cash for it. And we should have that special order of the bronze compass. So maybe we go commissary here? Although, or does the special order go to the mail room? I might be mistaken there. So I think, let's go commissary just to see if it has what we need. We also have to remember, where is it that it says that like commissary will be closed day 12 to day 16. So we're actually quickly approaching that. We're at day 9. So we do have to remember that. With rosary, without crowbar. I'm still not convinced that this is like, I keep seeing this. I'm not super sure what the purpose of that is. Perhaps if we run into a room that has a rosary and not a crowbar, then yeah, none of this is what we want. A shovel would be nice, I suppose, but I don't think I need to buy that right now. We know what's here, so we can double back for the shovel if we really need to. So let's just keep going for now. Well, we have to do corridor is always unlocked, which is good. Drawing room might be good just to give us some options. So corridor is always unlocked, but it might give us a bat. I don't know. Let's do corridor. Stars, stairs. Okay, not rosary. Security's not bad. We do have the gems for it. We could also do bedroom. I think we have to do security here just to give us options. I'm so scared that one of those is going to be a security door. And then blue memos are true, red memos are lies. We knew that already. Wait, unless written... Oh, what does that say, dude? Oh, I wish I had a magnifying glass. Unless written... strong? We'll have to get the magnifying glass for that. Dang. I can't believe I've missed that this whole time. Literally found that notepad like stream 1, and we're still deciphering the meaning of it. Okay, so as is tradition, we set security to low and offline mode to unlocked, so that if we get so that we don't run into very many security doors, and if we find the utility box, we can turn off the power to the security doors, leaving them all unlocked. Dang, I really wish I knew what that said now, because that's gonna solve that might solve everything, because I've had a lot of confusion regarding the blue and red notes. I think we go north here. Oh my goodness. Oh, archives is so bad, but I can't do anything else. Oh, that's such a poor time. I'm not gonna go in there yet. I just want to, let's see what options we have here. You're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Well, that's horrible. But we also haven't been to the furnace yet, so we might want to do that just for the science of it. Also do the storeroom, which gives us more stuff. This run's already kind of scuffed, so I think let's just go furnace just so we can get like some info. Okay, so we have that. Can we interact with the furnace at all? Is there like a valve? Maybe a gas valve? Yeah, because you know how you put gas right near a furnace. You know that's how that works. Oh, but I'm dumb. We're sheltered because of the radiation room. So we can just win here. Also, I'm not sure how, I've debated where to put my avatar on screen, because I know first stream I like moved him over to the left side, but then I realized that was blocking like the actual map. Like when I would have the map open trying to like choose different rooms, like it was blocking like most of the rooms, and so that didn't seem like a good choice. So I have him here on the right side again, which is blocking the name of the area, which I don't think is like a super big deal. Like I think that's probably like because we basically you can tell what room we're in. Like you don't need to have the name, but it is helpful when there's like extra notes there, like it was saying that it was sheltered just then. But I don't know if that's a good enough sitch for us to for me to like move him over to the left again. And I don't know where else to put him. I guess I could put him like in the center of this, like in the in the middle right, but that seems weird. Like I kind of like him just poking out from the bottom there. So I don't know. Court's still out on that one. For now, he's blocking the names of places. But what I want to do is I want to get a shovel. Okay, we got a shovel, and now that we have a shovel, go digging. There was some holes in the bomb shelter too, right? So I think that might be worthwhile to check out if we find ourselves back towards the front too. Okay, we got a coin. Great. I feel like there might have been some other places that had some holes, but let's just keep going for now. So we have been to the archives before, so I don't think there's going to be any lore that we haven't already uncovered. Let's just double check here. So yeah, all of this we've already learned about. So Marion Marigold got kidnapped or disappeared, and then these like jewels were stolen in a heist, and we don't really know what the purpose of learning any of that is, but I'm just under the assumption that any of this is going to have a purpose sooner or later. All right, let's go this way. Oh, never mind. Let's not go that way. Let's go this way. We could do a nursery. Gain steps. Wouldn't be bad. Oh, no, actually empty closet, because we're in a red room, which means we get a banana. Always bring a banana to a party, and then a key, and then a dice, and then another key, and then a gem, and then a... Holy cow, we get 6 stuff? Oh. my brain is off because of the bomb shelter, the normal problem of the red room, which is normally it would be 0, or because of the upgrade that we made, it went from having 2 items to having 0 items. But because of the shelter, it cancels that out, so it gets the 2 original items, but because it's adjacent to a red room, it gets the bonus of the 4 additional items, so it's 6 items in total. So that's huge. That's so much stuff. Oh my gosh, we're rich, dude. Card. I haven't really been paying attention to the pictures. Cot. Oat. All right, well, let's go this way. We have plenty of keys now, but I kind of wanted to see. We could just double down on the the red rooms. I don't know if that's gonna be a super helpful thing here, but I don't know. We'll do it. Dark room, and then the lights are gonna turn off, right? No, they're not. Interesting. Are there any photos in here that I haven't already seen? I think this is, yeah, I saw that one from last time. Super blotchy. The pilot, the plot. Were those the ones that were here last time? I don't remember. Oh, lockpick kit. Let's go. What's this? Kitchen timer? Oh, that's like decoration. Apple orchard. We already saw that one. We know how that goes. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Okay. Well, I think that means this is his ladyship. This is the picture of the woman that's in that one bedroom, I think. So, is that his ladyship? Is that the lady who died, or I don't remember. I'm not super clear on like the cast of characters we're working with. Also, what is that? That kind of looks like a secret code. If only I had a magnifying glass, dude. Somehow the magnifying glass is eluding me this run right when everything super important is happening. And that thing needs. I wish I could use a magnifying glass for that. Holy cow, dude. All the goods are right now. And you're a security door, so I can't even enter you. Well, we might as well do this while I'm here. Yeah, sure, I'll use a key. Weight room wouldn't be bad. Actually, this would be a brilliant time for the weight room, just because then we don't actually have to lose half our stuff, and we can go in here and learn what we need to learn. I think that's the move here. Dude, why are the security doors all of a sudden ruining my day? I really need some like regular doors. Oh, I should also be trying to use the lockpick kit. Tiger, what time is it? Almost 3 o'clock? Or I guess almost 2 o'clock. Is there actually nothing in here? It's literally just the penalty of being bad and losing half your steps, except not, because we're good. Tiger, and I'm still not sure what this is supposed to be. Every single pairing with other pictures confuses me even more. Platter? Perhaps? All right, well, let's go south. Let's see what south gets us. The boiler room. That's big. We haven't been to the boiler room yet. I think we do that just to learn about it, just to learn what we're dealing with. Oh man. It's a huge And then what? How does this setup work? There's another door over there, but we can't access it? Huh. And what's this? Is this perhaps the fourth? No. What's this? Oh, I see. Well, what if we do that? Okay, well, that's shining now. What does that get us, though? What's the point? Surely there's, like, different things we can power on, depending on how we've directed everything. Is that what I'm supposed to understand? Dude, this game is incredible. Like, there's so many layers to the different puzzles and stuff you can do. I'm in awe. Then we can power that down. But what's the point of that? We have to do this to divert it upward. But we can't. So what if we did this? Does it gain us anything? What if we turn this off? No, that gets us nothing. Because I can't turn this one on, right? Am I missing something? I don't see a way to turn this guy on. At least not yet. Well, let's go back to here. Because what I want to try. So this is really our only option here. And this activates this thing, but I don't know what that thing does. But what if I did something like that? 'Cause then that should start the actual boiler. And then... Oh, but the control panel's up there, so we can't do anything with it until we get over to that other side. So is that the goal do we have to, like, come around the other side? Oh. But we still have to unlock. But we do have to still unlock it from the other side. What? Yeah, so I wonder if we have to, like, sneak around this way, and then that's how we access the rest of the boiler room. So I think let's leave it like this for now, and then, like, I think our next priority is gonna be to sneak around this way and see what we can get. Oh, but it's a security door, dude. No. Oh, and that actually means that we're running out of options here. Really could use a wish right now. I'm gonna use a lockpick kit. Let's go. Workshop might give us something we need. What do we need? We need the key card is what we need. We also could go library and read a book. Really feel like reading a book right now, but it does give us the direction that we need. So I think let's go read a book. All right. Drafting strategy. Potential with, all right. To the ambitious, we all start as an empty floor plan. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you are staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity to stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Gems, gems, gems. Every architect needs them. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all three presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Readers submitted gem strats. Make sure you check for gems in the room you are in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really, really need a room. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has worked, that has served me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Okay. Don't pass up wine cellar, even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. I don't know if, I think we've been to wine cellar once. Planning your house, estate layout, and drafting. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. It's a very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring many unopened doors they have left behind in an entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. Yeah, I don't think that's really our problem. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only been found earlier in the day. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can be structurally weak if you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Top drafting combos. 5 combos you won't want to miss. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft cloister before terrace, you will be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in the reverse order, cloister would be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chance of success. Other floor plan combos. A foyer drafted before Great Hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Interesting. I don't think we've actually ever been to the foyer. I think I've seen it offered like once. Maybe I have been to it. I forget. Drafting bunk room after nursery will give you extra 10 steps because it counts as 2 separate bedroom triggers. You won't have to backtrack constantly to collect your gold spread from office if you draft a conference room. Yes, okay. Because we haven't actually been to the office, but we have been to the conference room. We know that conference room collects spread items in one place. The more items you have, the greater your chances of being able to create a contraption in workshop. Yes. We've never been to the attic, but apparently the attic has 8 items, which is epic. Making a connection. Estate connectivity. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but they can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you have drafted in the house. Yes, we have discovered that. We've been to the utility closet. We know we can turn on the power to the garage and the dark room and the gymnasium. I'm not sure what the powering down the gymnasium does for us. Turns lights off to prevent step loss. Oh. powers garage door and grants west access path access. Yeah, we already figured that one out. Dark room turns lights back on after blowing a fuse. Oh, right, because normally we blow a fuse, but then we can turn the lights on. Okay. Other examples of connectivity. One of the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber, which we have never been to, and I don't think I've ever seen offered, has synergy with Lady Epson's other two rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. We've been to the boudoir. I don't know if we've been to the walk-in closet. The boiler room connects ducts from room to room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room have all have uses for steam power. Okay, I'm not super clear on what that is. So it's connects ducts from room to room. Okay, but does that mean well, I guess specific destinations in the house. So it doesn't actually they don't need to be like adjacent. But it does mean those things get powered by the boiler room. So that's good to know. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features located outside the main house. Okay, that's interesting because I remember the last time we went to the pool, I was really tripped out because there was like the metal detector was saying, hey, there's something still in here. And I was like walking around. I was like, I can't figure out what's still in here. It must have been at the bottom of the pool, but I need to drain it first in the pump room. So that's a good bit of knowledge to know. Should I write these down? I should probably write some of these down. Most of this stuff I already know or is pretty intuitive now that I've read it. I think things I will write down are boiler room grants power to garage. No, I'm not showing the notes, but do you guys really want to see the notes? I mean, it's pretty bare bones here. You know, it's pretty straightforward what we're writing here. Laboratory, laundry room, which I also don't think we've been to, or maybe once, and I forget what's in there. Laundry, presumably. Furnace, pump room. Okay. And then what else do we have? Speaking of pump room, okay, so pump room changes water level in the pool, the aquarium. That's interesting. Can we like go in the tanks then if it changes the aquarium? Greenhouse. I don't remember there being any water in the greenhouse, but maybe it gets water to the greenhouse and we can grow some greenery. And the kitchen. Interesting. Can we like use the kitchen for like use the water? Can we cook stuff? In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but I guess we'll find out next time we go to the kitchen. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in a servant's quarters. Okay, good to know. Each time you solve a puzzle in billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Okay, I think we've kind of already figured that one out, but it's good to know that it's codified here. Can I? Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. Interesting. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cool down refreezing cycle, during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. Good to know. If you are stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it is smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you will come across, and there's a very good chance you will find a piece of the information down the road which may help. When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Okay, that's kind of been our motto of the day, has been drafting new rooms. Even if you do not think the room seems very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help you on your journey. Word from the editor. Although this volume we have provided our readers with many with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Blueprint, get it? Blueprints. I didn't get it, that for a long time, but I got it now. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his own favorite room, each builder his own favorite tool, and thus each player will in turn develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever strategy you employ, we wish you the best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. Thank you, editor. All right, that was a pretty good read. We get a key. We already know how reading works. I didn't know you know how to read. What's this? I don't think I've seen this picture. Paint the moon? Plane. Paint. Plane. Paint. That one's a stretch, but I don't know. We press on. What is our goal? Our goal is to, speaking of the Great Hall, found the Great Hall, guys. Secret passage leads to a room of our choice. In the aquarium. You know, it's kind of a good aquarium move here. I think aquarium's the move here. Because the goal is to get back down to the boiler room. And then, what's this? No, not yet. A lever. We got a lever. So we need that. I don't think that those are going to be useful right now. We got a turnip. Should prove to be a nutritious snack. Well, I hope so. You guys ever eat a raw turnip? I mean, I like turnips and like salads and stuff, but like I don't think I would just like go ham on a turnip, or I don't think I would go turnip on a turnip. I would just I don't know. It seems a bit rough to just like eat a turnip raw. So I'm wondering, like, if we drain the water from the aquarium, do like all the fish die, or like what's the goal? What's the purpose of that? I wonder if there are like secret writing. I wonder if there's like secret writing that I can like see if the water level's lowered or something like that. You don't need to bring a turnip to a party. I guess it's true. You do bring a banana to a party. You don't bring a turnip to a party. Bananas are good. Turnips are good, but maybe not at parties. All right, what's our goal? Showroom. Okay, that's the one that has all the luxury items. We can't even get there because we have no gems. This is not a great. I don't like these. I don't like these choices. I think we do a redraw here. That's more like it. Okay. So we could do chapel. Chapel actually might be the move here. So we go chapel, which connects us back to the weight room and lets us continue to pass through to hopefully the boiler room. And actually, I kind of want to, let's just double back here. You know, we're kind of, this is actually super suboptimal. I should have just done the other way. We're wasting steps here, but Oh, this is a security door. Did I not know? I don't think I realized that there was a security door. Dang. So we wasted a ton of steps then. Gosh dang it. I really want a magnifying glass, dude. Magnifying glass would be such the move. But unfortunately, I think that means then if we do technically have a key. Also, why is it taking coins from me? I thought that I was supposed to be sheltered from the power of the red room. I think we use the key here just so we can get some more stuff. What rank are we on? Is this rank 6? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Well, it's not bad. We can go through here because I want to make sure. Let me just check the room real quick to see if there's anything laying around. There's usually something laying around in here, unless there's not. Okay, I think we go south here and just see. Spread gems in each green room. That would be great if we had any green rooms, but we don't. We've not done a single green room this whole time. Bunk room also doesn't really get us anything because we have nothing to synergize with that. I think we do billiard room here because at least we get a puzzle there, and that gives us some options. So, tag tent. Yeah. So I like. Let me just see. Oh, coins. Holy cow, we're rich. Oh my goodness, so much money. All right, so here's this puzzle that took me way too long to figure out the first time I played it, but we do 15, and then 4 minus 2 is 2, and then 15, 4 minus 2 is 2. No, somehow I've missed something. No, oh, this is multiplied by 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. And then 5 minus 1 is 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then 20 minus 10 is 10 times 2 is 20, divided by 4 is 5. And we win. Silver key. It's a new axe for Schmoopy. We got the magical silver key axe. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Interesting. So, well, all right, well, I didn't super duper get us what I want, but hopefully that'll pay out. So I guess we could go north here as well. We're just gonna go for the chapel. If we don't get what we want, then so be it. But I don't want to waste any more time. Let's use a special key. Perfect. I think this will be a perfect place for the silver key, because now we can enter the gymnasium. And no, we can't, because that'll block the boiler room. The Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. Oh, so rooms that I already have, I could draft again? That's pretty metal. I think we go there. I think we do that. I just panicked because I thought, oh, what? Oh, what the frick? No, 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 no. Are you kidding? No way, dude. Oh, frick, and I lost a coin. Are you joking? Ain't no way. Did we get blocked here? No way, dude. Oh, that's so upsetting. Oh, I hate that. I didn't realize that the Chamber of Mirrors was gonna be like, you have to press special buttons and get to the other side and then everything works. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, you just get to go wherever you feel like because you're cool. Gosh dang it, dude. There's a freaking orange there I can't get to. Ah, because we can't even get to the other places because there's no other open doors like along this path. So we just dang it, dude. I should have gone with a different option because then I could get to the boiler room. But that's okay. We at least learned how this works now. Now we know the next time we run into it that it's a bunch of silliness and that we should not trust anything that it says. What am I saying? I'm delusional. I'm pretty tired today, if it's not obvious. I'm just saying a bunch of nonsense, but that's a typical GoodBerean stream, if you think about it. All right, well, we still have an option going north in the dining room, so let's go ahead and do that and see how much further we can get here. Also, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna take a drink here. All right, I can't pick that door's lock, but I can just use one of my keys. Library. Do we not just have the... Oh, yeah, we already had the library, so I don't want another copy of the library. Although I'm kind of curious what happens if, like, does it have the same book? Or how does that work? But I'm not curious enough to... I'm not curious enough to, like, just not do it. I think corridor is actually the move here, because then it's never locked. Probably could have gone pantry there too, but we've got enough coins. You know, not enough for like a ton of stuff, but like we're not gonna get like wrecked by a coin requirement. Parlor. Have we been to we've already been to the parlor. So if I trap the parlor again, does it give me a different puzzle? I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to just... I think I'm going to go parlor here just because I really want to see what happens. What was that? Ding-a-ling. The gems are on the desk. Well, that doesn't seem accurate at all. The gems are in this box. Possible. The gems are on the floor. Well, I don't think they are. So this seems like these two are just liars and this is the true one. That seems like the most obvious one yet. So I don't know what they mean by the puzzles get harder. Like, is it not just this? Yeah. Okay, good puzzle, guys, I guess. What is this? What is this? Is that saying... Oh, that's where I am. Huh. Interesting. All right, well, we press on. The vault. We're just one gem short of going to the vault and getting moolah extraordinaire. Oh, wait. I still don't have... Go bedroom here to keep going. You could also go locksmith and get a special key, but I don't know what that gains us, really. Because I know that it doesn't sell key cards. So I think... Let's go bedroom here. We're probably gonna soft lock pretty soon here, but let's just see how far we can get. So is there any point to this? I don't see anything that would be like secret special here. So, yeah, so this is that lady, I think, unless I'm crazy. I'm kind of face blind. I don't actually have a super great, so I just literally my understanding of this lady and the other lady that was in the picture earlier was like, is lady has hair. And beyond that, I'm kind of like, I couldn't give you like specific features. So for all I know, that the other lady has something entirely different going on, and everybody else is like, GoodBerean, that is obviously not the same lady. What are you talking about? But for me, I'm just like, is lady has hair? You think it's the same lady? Okay, all right. I am, I'm like I said, I do have a little bit of face blindness, so it takes me a while to kind of like learn faces and kind of distinguish specific features. So it wouldn't surprise me if I got the lady wrong, but time will tell. We're stuck. Yeah, we're stuck. Well, if we're as long as we're stuck, we might as well draft the library again, just because I want to see. Okay, we have an apple now. Can we order another book right away? Oh, let's go. So this actually, the library was actually a huge win. So what do we order next? We've done drafting strategy. Pump user manual might be pretty big. That might be a win. I'm curious about Swimbird. I think we just have to do pump system as our next stop. Just to accumulate that knowledge, because I'm sure that it's going to have some valuable information that we just need to have later. So, I also, while I'm here, I am curious because I took a picture of that map. I want to know if it ended up in my scrapbook. Okay. None of those are what I want. Okay, we largest purchase. Yeah, I don't really care about any of that. Highest grade 1. We made it to first grade, guys. Go us. So much learning happened. Because I got this one room that like let me find a bunch of classrooms, and then I was only able to do one classroom because I couldn't get the get the gems for all of the others. Fan. Hat. Pan. I'm not sure what the connection is there, and I'm not going to waste any more time doing it. All right, let's. So I'm pretty sure flan. Oh, is it a dessert? Flan. That makes sense. Also, I'm not. I do want to make sure that I'm not actually getting hints. Because part of the fun is kind of me putting together things over time, and so I don't really want to be like guided when I make mistakes like that, because maybe this is insignificant, but maybe it's actually a super big clue. And so I want to make sure that we're getting, I want to be, let me be dumb, let me kind of stumble around and make foolish conclusions, and then eventually I'll be smart, and we'll figure it out. Let me see. So what else? Is there anything else we can do today? I think we are soft locked because this is a security door. Did I not set the security to low and then proceed to get like 8 security doors? I just don't understand. I don't think that there's anything. So can't get through here. Dang, that was really upsetting. Go back to the commissary, but I don't think that would get us anything. Rumpus Room was a big win, but can't believe was Rumpus Room really this same run? Dang. Okay. Well, I think that's that for today. So we did actually, hold on. One thing, before I leave, I must scour the library for any hints of a date. Surely, if there's any sort of date. Total time? 14 hours? Is that the total time I've played the game? Possibly. Is there any hints of when we started the game? Because that's the only other thing that we could accomplish this this day. 8. You just don't know. Are there any other so I think that's our goal, is to spend the rest of our steps scouring the rooms for clues to what day it is. What day is it? Anything in the parlor that could give me a clue? May the 2nd. Oh, so here's a letter from May the 2nd. But who knows when this was actually written? Like, it was written by some dude to Herbert who's already dead, so who knows? What else do we have? Anything in here? Can't believe we've gone the whole stream without getting the metal detector. The metal detector's been like a mainstay of these runs, but not today. I don't think the billiard room's gonna have anything, but I don't think the aquarium is gonna either. Any idea what all the hats are for? No clue. Are you talking about the hats in this office or in this room, like the one that's like sitting there? I think this is just like random storage. I don't think there's anything significant to that. I like how we're sheltered from the aquarium, because technically it's every color room, and that includes red, which usually means a bad thing, but there's no actual bad thing that's happening. Right, well, I guess we go library again. I don't want to like lose a coin to the chapel. Oh, wait, I might be a genius. November 15th was when we checked this out. Now, does that mean today is November 15th, or yesterday is when we checked it out? When did we actually check it out? It was, I think it was 2 days ago. So I feel like a bunch of rooms have hats in them. It's true. Yeah, there's a lot of hats. So maybe there's a clue to that. I don't know. Or maybe there's a puzzle there to solve, but it's hard to know what's what's relevant and what's not. So November 15th is either today, or I feel like, can I like view my I can review my like the house history, right? So it's day 9. The last time, my goodness, dude. The last time we drafted the library, we didn't draft it last time. We drafted it the time before on day 7. So that means that when we checked out. So that means there's 3 possible situations here. Either today is the 15th, because today is the day that we checked out this book, or day 7 is the 15th, because that's when we actually filled out the form, or day 8 is the 15th, because that's when the book became available to us first, even though we didn't actually draft the room. If we had drafted the library on day 8, that's when it would have shown up. So it's either the 15th, 16th, or 17th. So that's huge already. Oh my goodness. Can I? We're all right. I'm gonna snooze the ad break because we're just about done here. As soon as I solve this, we're gonna end stream. But I must see what else I can accomplish. Also, what time it is. What time it is? Time 7, almost 7:30. All right, I don't think there's any dates in here that are going to be useful. Archives. Dates are all going to be old dates, so I don't think that's going to be anything useful. Because this is all like older stuff. Okay. Man, this is so cool. I love that there's like a, you have to like solve what day it is. Like that's such a cool puzzle. That in any other game would be try hard, but here it's sick. All right. Well, here's what we can do. We can log into the network and then we can remotely access the shelter. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. The shelter is online. Let's go. All right. Time lock safe. Okay, so we said it was the 20th. What time did I just say? Is like 7:30. So that means if I say it's like 8 p.m. on the 15th, that should not work. So maybe it's the 16th. What about the 17th? None of that seems to work. What? All right, well, what if I do set unlock date? We'll say 10 p.m. on the 17th. And then hypothetically, that should mean... So do I have a clock in here? What is it? It's like 8... No, it's like 7... It's like 7:45. So I could set it to 9 o'clock on the 17th. Ah, it's gonna be so much work. We're gonna do it. This is not great UI, but dude, the puzzles in this game are so cool. I just keep saying that, but it's like I'm just amazed by. It's possible to connect to other active terminals. Okay, I knew that already. Shelter. It's just so cool to like the layers to this game, the layers to the puzzles that are just you wouldn't expect. All right, so hypothetically, we'll say we'll start with the 15th. Because I feel like that's the most obvious one here, the most obvious conclusion, and plus arriving at November 6th seems accurate. All right, and we exit here, and cool. So that means it should hypothetically unlock in like an hour. Also, I've never spent any time looking at the other rooms. Is there anything to be gleaned here? I don't think I've ever been in that room with the piano. Perhaps not yet, but maybe someday. Okay. We have an hour, so I guess we can take our time getting back because we have an hour to kill, and then we have 4 hours. Oh shoot, I've got to pause my ad break again. Hold on. All right, we gotta yeah, because we're gonna be ending stream soon. I just want to quickly see. Oh, I wonder if the notice. There's been a couple of notices. I don't think any of them have shown up this run, but or like this in day 9, but there's been a couple of notices about like when staff are supposed to like leave. Yeah, these don't get me what I want. So if we were to find one of those, it could possibly give us like a postmarked date of like when we arrived. But even then, I'm not sure if there's a delay about like when that was announced and when they actually arrived. I don't think any of these are gonna have what we need either. Yeah. So I think let's head outside. What time is it? 8:15. Okay, we got some time to kill still. The goal is to wait. Oh, wait, what? You can throw a coin in the pond? Make your wish? What? Okay. We made a wish. Who knows what that did? All right. Well, I mean, we basically just have to wait around till 9 o'clock, which is not the most amazing activity, but we kind of just have to do it in order to like prove ourselves right. The problem is I'm gonna run into another ad break, I think, before we actually run out the clock here. But maybe if we're super duper quick. I'm also curious, like, because it's clearly nighttime now. Like, does it get to a point where it just says like, you stayed up too long, like, go away? Like, do we have like a Stardew Valley like timeout system? Or yeah, some of the stars are appearing. Yeah, it's a cool effect because this definitely wasn't here before, right? When we checked at the beginning of the day, we still had this kind of gray, cloudy vibe, but there definitely weren't stars there. So it's definitely nighttime. So I'm wondering if can I just pull an all-nighter in this game? Because technically the only thing that's like stopped us so far is running out of steps. But hypothetically, if time is passing anyway, I could just hang out at the like I could just hang out like with the stars, right? And what am I saying? I'm getting tired. Hypothetically, we could just like hang out in one place, never use our steps, and then just let the clock run forever. And then like, at what point would it become day 10? Because if it's just day 9 forever, then obviously eventually it's gonna be, can I just have like a 48-hour day, a 96-hour day? Like, when does it just say, nope, do we hit midnight and then it says, okay, go to bed, you're done, you had your fun? Also this time is not passing near quick enough because it's been 20 in-game minutes And it's been like 2 IRL minutes. Which means we're gonna have to snooze my ad break yet again. That's okay though. Because we're doing this for the science. So here's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we gotta snooze it again. So, oh, I shouldn't have paused there. I kind of needed to click off though. Watch pot never boils. Okay, but we have to watch the pot or we'll miss our window is the problem. And it is boiling. You can see it boiling right now. We've already, it started, it was on the 20 before and now it's at 45. Like we're approaching the boiling point of the pot. But it's, so what's important here is, so I'm thinking, so we said it's the 15th, right? If this doesn't work, what that means is it's either the 16th or the 17th, probably the 17th. So I think what we could do is set it, I'll set it to some future date, like the 20th. And then we'll just see if we happen to get lucky on the 20th. And if we get lucky sooner, we'll set it to a different time that same day. But I'll record what time. In fact, can I do that now? No, I can't. We'll record, we'll record what our date theories are here, and then I'll remember that for future streams, and we'll kind of see if we can narrow down what date it is. So I think that'll be the plan, because I don't to be totally honest, I just don't want to do like another ad break and then immediately end stream. So I think we'll run the we'll run the clock out here. If it doesn't work, we'll call it a day and we'll recalibrate for next time. And I want to make sure it hits that 9 o'clock exactly before I head downstairs. Come on. All right, close enough. Let's go. Give me an open safe. Papa needs a new pair of open safe. All right. Then we go downstairs. And then the safe opens because I'm a genius. What is this? 7? Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. While I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in the events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I have reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that had shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. Wait, who's he talking to? Dear Uncle. Who's our uncle? Who's this person's uncle? I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront, as opposed to Grunkle. Yeah, not well. It's this guy's uncle, but I don't know whose Grunkle it is, because I don't even know who this is. red border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. Yeah, we read about that in the archives. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, and some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now resurfaced gives me renewed optimism that she's still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that land, we may all dream of the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of the discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe and happily absolved. Okay, that is some huge lore. We're since an ad break is upon us, I'm going to be ending stream now, unfortunately. Thank you everyone for joining. We will unpack this next time. Appreciate you coming by, Kat. Appreciate anyone else hanging out in the meantime. And we will be back on Thursday with more blueprints. Until next time, be good.